We are back from Horrorhound. Well, I am. Wanted to explain a few things for you. First thing, we have one of the premieres of Creativity Riot. For the Wolf's latest song, the whole video will be before our Horrorhound episode. If you want more stuff on For the Wolf, you need to go to forthewolf.com. Their YouTube page will actually be linked in here, and if you click it somewhere, I don't know where it's going to be at, somewhere, if you click on it, it'll take you to their page. Also, note this is different than other Horrorhound retrospectives. This Horrorhound was extremely packed, due to this being a Nightmare on Elm Street reunion. Also, I ended up getting some bigger interviews. Yes, I enjoy interviewing all the booths that are there. However, we also ended up getting interviews with cast members of Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 and a few from both 3 and 4. So, we hope you enjoy it. This is our quick introduction, and please stay, watch it, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to us, and we will see you on the next Mr. Cheeseball Reviews.
gonna show you how to love. You gotta, if you want my.
How did you come up with the name Dark Side Studio, and how do you make all these impressive masks?
Dark Side Studio was created, the name was created, I was throwing around different names, and this goes back to 95. I was coming up with different names, and I was thinking about, I wanted to reflect the darker side of me, so I said Dark Side Studio, and I turned to my wife and I said, what do you think about Dark Side Studio? And she said, I was thinking the same thing. So when you think anything the same as my wife, it's not a good thing. So generally, I like to create a lot of cool masks. I look around in different trends of what people like to do, or what they like to buy. I try to think outside the box. You know, like my newest thing is I've got the old Ben Cooper Collegeville masks from the 50s, 60s, 70s. And up even, I think. We decided to take those plastic masks and turn them into full latex masks. And I can't make those fast enough.
How long does it take you to create one of your masks?
Sculpt-wise, it can vary from sculpting for 2 weeks to, I have a sculpture that's been sitting on my table for close to a year. So, and I'm not working on it regularly, it's just kind of didn't get a chance to mold it yet. But generally, it's between 2 weeks to about 2-3 months, what it'll take me.
And where can people find your masks and all your wonderful work?
You can find me either at darksidestudio.com or dssmasks.com.
Well, I got a few different things. I do some latex masks. I had some resin busts, they're gone. I do a lot of, most of my stuff is displays, additions. The apes are silicone, and one is latex. And then I also do horror coffins, horror-themed coffins that people seem to really like.
Now, how long does it take you to do a sculpture for any of the masks or displays?
It varies. I never sit down in one day and do a sculpt. It's usually multiple days. The apes, I think I sculpted them for a couple of weeks. Sometimes it's good to get away from it and then come back with fresh eyes and go, oh, I thought I was done, but now I'm not. So I try not to rush. I used to really rush through sculpts. So I'm trying not to do that, to be able to pick out nuances. So that's not really an answer, but it takes a long time. It takes a long time.
Now, with the ape masks, there's a bunch of hair on it.
Yeah.
Is that a longer process than, say, just like the Frankenstein one that's right in front?
Absolutely. The silicone ape is all the hair is punched, so that's, close to 12 hours. Again, it's broken up into sessions, but it's pretty tedious. It's one hair at a time. The back is probably punch a little bit more thicker on the back. But as you get to the front hairline, it's pretty tedious. The latex, a lot of the back is glued, so it's not as long, but it's still punched in the front.
Now, how much does your stuff usually run?
It all varies. A lot of the latex masks are around $65, $75. The apes are a little bit more expensive, just because of a lot more work, a lot more time, and different materials. The resin busts I usually do 85 to 100. The coffins all range from about $10 to $30, depending on the work. A lot of the coffins I sculpt and run latex skins on so I can reproduce. But so there's a lot of sculpture work. It's not just a picture or a paint job. It's a lot more to it.
Now, where can people find it if they love your stuff and want to get in touch with you?
BradDarvisDesigns.com. I don't have anything on my website for sale, but people can contact me directly. And I come to Mask Fest every year, and I'm based out of Atlanta.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to get a couple extra shows up there throughout the year.
thank you for your time.
Thank you.
You think you know, but you have no idea. You only know my name. This has been going on for far too long. I'm done playing these games. You never give it up. You just give it in.
Now, how do you get started in art?
How did I get started in art? Wow. It's a long story. I guess I've been drawing my entire life, like most kids are professional artists. Yeah, that story. Went to art school, did all that kind of stuff. I worked in the music business for a long time as an art director, and I just slowly kind of knew what I loved in life and branched out of that and started doing illustration professionally.
Now, how long have you been doing it professionally?
As far as an illustrator is concerned, I think about 8 years. So, yeah, on and off at 8 years. Yeah.
Now, do you have a favorite art project or whatever you have done?
Oh, geez. Well, one of the most recent things that I completed was, well, I just did all the 7 inches of hell for Harley Poe on Horrorhound Records. Those came out really good. And I just finished up a Mad Balls comic book, and that'll be out next month, I believe. It premieres at the New York Comic Con. So yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Do you have any upcoming projects other than the Mad Balls comic book?
Yeah. I mean, I've got lots of. It's weird. You can't always talk about everything.
Yeah, I know. I just what you can't talk about.
I mean, I've got plenty of skateboards coming out.
Okay.
Do that pretty consistently. So yeah, those are always fun to do.
Now, how can people get a hold of you?
ScarecrowOven.com across the board. Scarecrow Oven on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or what have you. But yeah, it's the way to find me.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We're at the Inner Demon Productions and J.E. Lane Productions booth here at Horrorhound Weekend. How's y'all's weekend been?
Sucked.
Sucked.
I haven't sold anything, no DVDs, there's been no strippers.
Okay, there's been no strippers, but,
No, it's been wonderful. We've had a lot of business, we talked to a lot of new people. We get to hang out with you, of course.
Yes.
My favorite part of every convention is hang out with you guys.
and we got a random hand.
We got random hands. Random hand jobs are wonderful. Free hands. We're giving away Slimer over here. We're raffling it off. We got some kids over here getting in the raffle.
Now,
Alright, so if you
We're selling our new DVD. This is the director's cut of AC1.
oh,
Beautiful.
There we go.
Beautiful. Thank you. Oh, money.
Money, that's a good thing.
But it's been wonderful. A lot of drinks, a lot of alcohol, a lot of meeting Freddie, and again, the best part is hanging out with Mr. Cheeseball.
thank you. Now, what is AC1 about?
AC1 is AC1 and the King Nation is our new found footage film. We had the original come out Horrorhound Cincinnati back in March. This is the director's cut, a little more gory, a little more messed up, a little more crazy. It's actually a marketing ploy to sell more DVDs.
And currently you're working on Finding Grassman.
We're finding Grant. I'm coming right back.
Okay.
Okay. You left for a minute.
Finding Grassman.
And what is Finding Grassman about?
Well, Finding Grassman is about finding Grassman. Grassman is not about marijuana. Grassman is the Bigfoot of
Marijuana,
Ohio.
don't do it.
Mr. Cheeseball here is one of our producers.
Yes.
He's gonna be a big shot. We're gonna have him running around with people just chasing him down, wanting his autograph.
Already been asked twice, stopped twice.
There
Yeah,
you
he
go.
was stopping.
Yeah, but that was by the police.
No, that was
We're
not.
stalking other people.
So now, what are your upcoming projects?
We have a movie coming out called called The Enclave. We'll talk about that real soon, but our wonderful writer, Erin, over here, that's hiding in the corner because she doesn't like camera. She's the writer. It is going to be a possession film like you've never seen before.
All right. Now, how can people get in contact with both your production companies?
You can get on my website, interdemstudios.com. You can find us on Facebook. We're linked all over the Mr. Cheeseball stuff. J.E. Lane Productions.
On Facebook, J.E. Lane Productions.
If you
Find
look
us
in
there.
Cincinnati's Most Wanted Criminals, I'm pretty sure all of our faces are on there.
Yes, they are.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We love you. Bye-bye.
Love Mr. Cheeseball.
And I'm here with Ira from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. How are you doing this week? Dream Warriors, yes.
Doing really good. Having a lot of fun.
Glad to hear. So, how did you get cast in Nightmare on Elm Street 3?
So in Nightmare on Elm Street 3, my manager at the time, Marilyn Sherman, he found Jimmy Smith and Horace Whitaker. Had me go for the audition, and having already played Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that, it was like a no-brainer, really simple to audition for. Thank you. And so I had a bunch of callbacks, and I finally got the job, and super psyched.
Awesome. Now, did you ever expect that Nightmare on Elm Street 3 or any of them would be as big as it is to host like a Nightmare reunion here in Indianapolis?
Never, man. I mean, when I worked on it, I remember being scared senseless at the first one when I was living in Tampa, Florida. It was really a scary deal. And an honor now to be a part of this whole franchise, especially after the passing of our creator, Wes Craven.
So,
yeah.
Do you have any upcoming projects?
I do. Please have everybody check out Code Black, which is going to be on CBS starting September 30th. It's an ER show with Mariska Hargitay and really good cast. Also working on a project with a friend of mine was Brandon Lee, Christie's son. And we have Lou Diamond Phillips directing the project. We have Robbie Krieger from The Doors, who wrote our title song. So we're still in the process of getting money and making it movie.
All right. And how can people get a hold of you if they are interested?
They can go to Facebook and like the Ira Hyder fan page, and I receive all messages and I keep things up to date on them.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. No problem. Thank you.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with Ken Sagoes, who played Kincaid in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. We are at Horrorhound Weekend. How are you doing this weekend?
I'm doing fine. I've had a great time here in Indiana. It's Part 3 and 4.
Oh, Parts 3 and 4. I did.
Yeah.
I remember that. Now, when you're at these conventions, your proceeds go to charity. Can you explain to the viewers what charity that is?
Yeah, it's a charity that I started in 1997 called the Giving Back Corporation, and I do it because when I was growing up as a kid, there was a lot of people that helped me, and as a child, I remember seeing the yellow bus go off, during the summer, kids going to camp, but we couldn't afford to go. And, when I went to college, I couldn't always afford my books, so I ended up having to leave college. And so I made a promise to a elderly lady who helped me and people who helped me along the way, and also God, that whenever I got to a place, I was going to also help somebody's child and help give back the way people gave back to me. So majority of all my proceeds that I make here at any convention goes back to the kids, to the youth in the community. And so far I've helped more than 150 kids in the community with their college education, and I've helped many by putting books and supplies in school, and not just in the Los Angeles area but all over the United States, and even so far out of the country. I mean, I can send funds, but it helps me send young people notes, encouraging notes, so that's very important to me to give back.
That's actually very impressive and amazing. Now, how did you get the part in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3?
Oh,
sorry.
The short version is that, when they had the casting call, it was called a breakdown, and what they was looking for, I did not fit that character, so I was very upset at my agent for sending me out. And it just so happened to have been a day that I had to go to court. It just so happened to have been a day that it was raining like crazy, and so I, had an attitude when I went in for the audition, and Chuck Russell and the casting director ended up saying, well, just do how you feel. And I kind of tore the place up. So with the attitude, and I guess they thought I was acting, but I was just really releasing. But we can tell them that. So, But then when I got home, the agent called me and asked me what the hell did I do, and he said they love you, and that's kind of how I got the role.
And were you surprised that you ended up surviving part 3 and being in part 4?
Oh yes, yes, and you know, as an African American, normally in a minority, we get killed. You know, the first one to get killed in a horror film, and we always running that crazy. So you know how, you know, I didn't expect to be there at the most 3 days. So you know, I just kept turning the page. And so I ended up going to the back page, and I said, "Oh, he's in the back too." So, so yeah, and I think by me playing the role of Kincaid, it gave hope to a lot of minorities. And because of as a dream warrior, my dream was to be strong, and not just strong physically, but strong mentally. So I credit that to Wes Craven, the late Wes Craven now, you know, for having the foresight to write something and give it to a minority, you know. And I also give credit to Chuck Russell, the director, who allowed me to expand my talent, you know, in saying, let me know what a young African American would do. And then at the other time, I have to give credit to the cast, because we all was really family. So when Freddy Krueger was after the group, he was really after a group of people who knew each other and felt compassion for each other.
Wow. So, are there any upcoming projects you're working on?
I
can speak about it.
Well, yeah, right now, you know, most people don't know it. They may know it now that I'm also an award-winning writer. I was a writer before I was an actor. And so now I'm trying to write a book. It's kind of like a book about a great migration, about a sparrow that's leading a great migration. I like to say that it's kind of like a cross between The Lion King and Harry Potter, you know, but it's in the bird world. And it's about a sparrow, like I said, leading a great migration.
Wow. Now,
and I'm still acting. I'm not retired, so if there's any directors out there, yes, I'm asking for a job. So.
Now, how can fans get a hold of you if they want to find you?
I'm on Facebook. You can reach me on Facebook, or you can go to my my organization has a Facebook. It's the Giving Back Corporation, not the Giving Back Foundation. That's another foundation. I was there first though, but it's the Giving Back Corporation, and that's www.givingbackcorporation.com, or just type in my name, Ken Sagoes, and Giving Back Corporation, and it'll come up.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful last day here.
Yeah, and everybody in Indiana is wonderful.
Lisa Wilcox from Nightmare on Elm Street parts 4 and 5.
Yep.
How did you get started with the Nightmare on Elm Street story?
I got started the old-fashioned way. I slept with the director. Just kidding. I auditioned, but interesting enough, they would not audition me because back then we had black and white 8x10s. I had this platinum blonde hair, the 80s makeup, you know, that whole thing. Did not look anything like an Alice, right, or whatever. So anyway, but I'm an actress, right? So anyway, they wouldn't audition me. They said, no, she's not the right look, not the right look. So anyway, and Annette Benson, who's the casting director for the Nightmare series, she's the one who told me the story that they had literally gone through over 600 actresses and hadn't found Alice. So they went through the ones they had bypassed, right? And I was one of those, so they gave me a chance. I auditioned. I had one call back, and it was on a Friday, and I was getting married on that Sunday. So I'm on my honeymoon in Hawaii, and I learned that I had booked the role of Alice in Nightmare on Elm Mystery. So that's how it goes.
Now, were you surprised that they had you come back for Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5?
I wasn't terribly surprised because Nightmare 4 had done so well at the box office and was critically received with like flying colors. So I wasn't too surprised.
Now, did you ever think that you would be at a convention full of nothing but Nightmare on Elm Street stuff and that your movies wouldn't have lives like this?
No, had no idea at all. I've always been a real horror fan myself. The first book I ever read, novel I ever read, was Dracula in 4th grade, Bram Stoker. So I've always been a fan of the supernatural, of horror, and all of that. In college, I loved the first Nightmare on Elm Street, you know. So I have no idea I would become affiliated with the series at all, much less all of this. I am so grateful, though, but you know, it's just become integrated with pop culture. It's all over the world. So someone just told me that in there's the White Temple in like Thailand that they're building. It's going to take like 20 years. It's that kind of temple. And there's a wall that is painted by this artist that has like heavenly things, and then it gets darker and darker, and then at the bottom there's Is that crazy?
That is.
I know. So anyway, it's so great to see generations. Like there's 4 generations going on now that I see coming to my table that are like carrying on the legacy of Nightmare on Elm Street, and I think it's fantastic.
Do you have any upcoming projects you're allowed to talk about?
I have one, yes, called Clinger. It's actually going to have a limited release in 5 theaters. Let's see, November 12th, I think is the one that's going to be happening in Los Angeles. It actually was accepted at the Sundance Film Festival, so I got to go to Park City this year and see all that. So I'm really excited about that project. I also have another project that actually has 30 iconic horror genre people in it. Me and Amanda were the first to cast it. It's called William Frost. So I'll be filming that in November. And so you'll get to see that. Hopefully a picture, you know, screenshot on my table next year. And I have a couple other things. One, something I'm filming in Canada called Red Hollow. Really fun horror film. I play a really great role. I'm an evil person, an evil mayor, it turns out. So I have a lot of stuff coming up. Yeah.
And how can people get a hold of you if they want to contact you?
Facebook, probably Lisa E. Wilcox. You can just look me up. I just had my page converted from not just a friend page, but now it's the director fan page thing. Yeah, so people can get as many people as they want to like my page. But I'm having trouble with the tagging. I want people to tag me, and it's not doing it, and I've changed the settings. So anyway, the conversion just happened Thursday night.
Okay.
Most will be allowed outside.